Good morning, students. Today we start the next topic of our chapter, and chapter number 8, which is motion. And the next topic will start here. This is the equation of motion by graphical method. Now, we all have discussed the previous topics of this chapter, like the uniform motion and the non-uniform motion, velocity, acceleration, and everything. Now we will moving to a little bit difficult topic, and it will be easy if you understand that fully. So this topic consisting of mainly the equation and the derivations, and I just go through the three equations of motions which is given by the scientist. And I hope you've all heard the name of the Newton, and he gave about very much theories, or the three main theories of the motion. We don't have to learn these theories now. We only have to calculate and just derive out how these equations came out. So we will just focus on them now for now, and we will start a topic here. Uh, so today these are the topic equation of motion by the graphical representation. Here you can see there are the three equations I have seen here. I hope you all see this. Firstly, v is equals to u plus at. Second one is s is equals to ut plus half at square. And third one is 2as is equals to u square plus v square minus u square. Okay, 2as is equals to v square minus u square. Here v represents final velocity, u represent initial velocity, a represent acceleration, and t represent time, of course. Okay, and these are the just some of the denotions we have to use them. Okay, it is a main graph we have to confine our main focus on. So it is mainly a VT graph. It is mainly a VT graph. You can see that here we mentioned velocity at the time, and I hope you get all you get. Then how we can draw these graphs, I have just told you in the last lecture also, how can you just draw these graphs in a very simpler way. And what type of graph you can see here till here, I can see it is a uniform the constant velocity graph, uniform constant velocity graph, and above that the velocity is changing. And when velocity is changing, it's said to be acceleration is occurring. Okay, and then when acceleration is occurring, we have to just go through that what type of acceleration is doing here. Is it uniform acceleration or the non-uniform acceleration? If it is a uniform acceleration, then the velocity is in just changing or increasing or decreasing in a specific interval of time. And you can see that whenever is a uniform graph, it will be a straight line, and here I can clearly see a straight line. That means it is a uniform graph, in a uniform acceleration graph. Okay, so here one thing, the velocity is starting changing here, and u here represent our initial velocity. Now for sure the truth is that uniform velocity is not zero here, and we are changing our velocity. We can reach up to velocity which is b, and the final velocity becomes v, and the time taken to reach the velocity is represented by the t, c on c. So oc represents the time taken here. Okay, and this line represents what type of distance we have just seen here. Okay, now to calculate this, we have to draw some constructions is given here, and we have to draw some things like AD. We have draw AD. Okay, and we have drawn this line also. Okay, BD line. And here you can see one thing, that BC and BE are parallel. BC and BE. Okay, BC and BE are perpendicular to each other. You can see that these are the perpendicular lines. Okay, let us draw AD parallel to OC. Now we will draw AD. This line is drawn. It is not already drawn. We draw this line AD and OC. So we can say that when OC and AD are parallel, then OC is equals to T, then AD also we get PT. Okay, now in this line we have to just confusing more. In this line BC, okay, just focus on it. Then BC consisting of 2 points, consisting of 2 points, B and D and D and C. So we can see that, we can just say that then BC is equals to BD plus DC. Okay, BC is equal to BD plus DC. I hope you getting it. Okay. Or we can say that because DC, this DC, you can see DC is parallel to OA. So if DC is parallel to OA, then we will also say that BC is equals to BD plus OA. Okay. Here, one thing, that BC is equals to, BC is equal to what? BC is equals to final velocity. Okay, that V. So BC is equals to final velocity and OA is equals to initial velocity. Okay, now we will go through this. So hope downward, all these things are getting written in this, and these are things are that BC is equals to BD plus DC. I already told you, because DC is equals to OA, parallel to OA, that is why we can substitute this by this equations, and the equation will become BD plus OA. And I told you that BC is equals to V and OA is equals to U, and that is why we can also return that on the place of BC we substitute the value and we will get V. On the equation of BD is equal and do equal, then BD will become V minus U. And according to the equation, according to the formula of acceleration, the formula will be change in velocity upon time taken. I am doing the same thing here. Change in velocity is V minus U. Okay, so we are putting here, then V minus U is what? BD. So we are putting BD here, and time taken is what? AD. So we are putting AD here. Okay, because according to the graph here, you can see in the graph, then time taken is, because OC is parallel to AD and OC is equals to time, then AD will also equal to time. Okay, so that is why we are placing AD on the place of time taken. Okay, now also equal to OC because both are a parallel times. OC is equals to T, we know that. So due to this, A is equals to BD upon T. So we will get our first equation by this, that BD is equals to AT, because when this term get on the other side and can multiplied with the A, and we will get BD is equals to AT. Okay, now BD is what? BD is the subtraction of V minus U, and when we substitute this value again in this equation, we will get V minus U and we will get our first equation of motion, that is V is equals to U plus AT. Okay, I hope you get this first equation of motion, and I'm just repeating it. By repeating it, I'm just going through the terms and the conditions I'm just applying here. So firstly, what we see here, that this line BC and BE are the two parallel lines. Okay, we will draw the AD which is parallel to OC. Okay, now we will go through this line B and C, and I see that BC is equals to BD plus DC. Okay, and one thing is clear here, and if DC is parallel to OC, then we can also place in the form of OC. So we can also say that BD is equals to BC is equals to BD plus OA. Okay, so we will do the same thing here. Okay, we will just doing the same thing here. We substitute the equations and we will place the thing here, and we will get the formula which is the V is equals to U plus AT. Okay, if you want this in Hindi, I can also explain this in Hindi also. देखिए इधर आपको एक चीज़ यहाँ पता चलेगी कि हमने जब ये ग्राफ को ड्रॉ किया है, तो हमने यहाँ पर एक चीज़ क्लियर है कि हमारा जो BC है वो हमारा BE के क्या है, पैरेलल है. ठीक है, सॉरी, हमारा जो BC है ये BE क्या है, परपेंडिकुलर लाइंस है. दीज आर द परपेंडिकुलर लाइंस. तो हमने यहाँ पर क्या किया, कंस्ट्रक्शन किया है, जिससे हमने क्या किया है, OC को AD के हमने क्या माना है, यहाँ पर पैरेलल माना है. ठीक है.